Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another CSGO News episode. Going to be very brief as, of course, tomorrow our major does continue. And speaking of majors, if you guys have somehow not heard, it was first leaked and now officially confirmed. Our next major event many months from now will be held in Germany, that being the city of Berlin, and it will be a StarLadder event. Germany, though, has precedence of enacting 16 plus and 18 plus age restrictions across some esports as well as traditional sports events. And it did kind of cause a controversy out there, especially with Nell as well as Hunyun. I know I mispronounced Hunyun's name most likely. I always used to call him Hungoon. But thanks to those two guys who tweet out some things, a bit of controversy out there as people speculate our next major might actually have an age restriction of 18 plus for players to play in. So, you know, the likelihood of Sergey as well as Brawl and other players out there who are on the rise and not yet 18 years old, of them not playing the next major did come to light. I'm here to clear the air for all of you guys and say they should very much be able to play, and I'll give you guys the background information as to why. So first of all, it was actually Hunyun tweeted out. Apparently he was at a DreamHack Lightspeg event. I always also mispronounce Lightspeg, but anyway, accordingly, one of his teammates was actually not 18 years old. The enemy team actually called him out for that, and the organizer actually had to disqualify his teammate because he was not 18 years of age. Now, there actually is, first of all, very unsportsmanlike to call out the other team because one of their players was better than you and just so happened to be younger than you, but either way, we're not going to get into those great details. There actually is a German law out there that does state if a 16-year-old or a non-18-year-old person, so if you're under the age of 18, you don't have a guardian or a parent accompanying you, also a parent to sign the form if there is a prize pool involved. For this event, I'm not sure there actually was a prize pool involved. If you are not the age of 18, don't have a parent or guardian to sign that form for you, the organizer actually could be fined up to 50,000 euros for having that underage kid at the event. So if that is the case, if that's the German law at hand here, I do understand that, and that does not actually carry over to StarLadder's event in Berlin, or at least it's going to be a bit of a different twist. And I was actually talking to my friend Bluey. If you guys do not follow the Rocket League scene, he's a 17-year-old Rocket League professional, and this past weekend, ironically enough, they actually played their event at DreamHack Lightspeg, the same event, same city event that Hunyun's event was also in. Apparently, though, different rules actually applied this case. I'm going to try and explain it to all of you guys. Bluey not being 18 years of age, he did clarify with me to go to this event with a $100,000 prize pool, his parents had to sign a consent form for him to actually be able to earn anything at the event. Now, I'm going to base this off assumptions. I would think, I'm not really sure, there's different rules that apply to different esports out there between Rocket League and CSGO, but maybe Hunyun's teammate never had that form signed because the organizer never even maybe gave him the option, because maybe they actually did not realize how young he was until he was called out by the other team. Therefore, they were almost forced to disqualify him because otherwise they faced that 50,000 euro fine. Either way, though, that's based off assumptions. Maybe that was a crappy ruling altogether. Either way, it was actually Bluey, a Rocket League pro at the age of 17 years old, who also attended a DreamHack event in Germany that said they did enact an 18 plus age restriction there, although the parents, to get around that, had to sign a consent form. So for players like Brawlin and Twist, likely have a consent form and they should be good to go. Although there is just one German law, if this is the case, everything that we have said so far is correct. There should not be any issues for these 16 plus players that are not yet 18 years old. They sign a consent form, they should be good to go. The one German law I did find, though, is apparently they can only work between specific hours, that being 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. So at the very, very worst for our next major, and I'm sure we have to be, guys, Valve have done this quite a few times, right? We've had many organizers out there, probably varying across several countries and several different laws out there. We had to assume Valve is very smart about this. The organizer and them probably consulted about this and did not see it as an issue. They did not announce an age restriction with their big announcement as well. HLTV has heard nothing about this, so I'm going to assume there's going to be no issues whatsoever. At the very, very most, though, they might have to schedule matches around these players that are not yet 18 years old, that being Brawlin, that being Sergey, or any other players out there who rise up and actually join a team before the major does hit. We should not have any issues. Our next CSGO Major, StarLadder at Berlin in Germany, should go just as any other major has. We're going to trust that. But as always, hope you guys all enjoy. This is the last video, of course, before day one of the Legends stage. I want to keep you all guys in mind as well with my pick'ems. I'm not going to change anything, although day one matchups are currently out. And for all of you guys who copied my pick'ems exactly, or at least my 3-0 pick, that being Cloud9, you might want to change. Their opening matchup based off seedings will be MIBR, and I'm not going to change my pick'ems. I'm going to stick with what I told you guys, but if you want to change that 3-0 pick, I would not blame you whatsoever. And one thing I want to clarify as well, my 0-3 pick will stay the same in complexity. I was actually going to make a video about all the teams I was very doubtful of, but they just turned out to be the lowest rated teams anyway. If you guys have not seen the matchup seeding so far, it was Cloud9, it was G2, it was Complexity, all my 3 options for the 0-3 pick. Cloud9 I swung around to 3-0, but I'm not going to explain exactly what I told you guys exactly exactly why in that video, but that my 3-3-0 picks potentially all were agreed with other teams out there. So G2, Cloud9, Complexity probably should be your 0-3 picks out there. Obviously, other teams are apparently not very threatened by those guys. Either way, though, day one does start tomorrow. A quick last reminder as well, make sure just in case to check your viewer pass and inspect your coins. Some people out there have had an issue of their coin not actually upgrading their points. Make sure to inspect it or actually view your viewing pass in your CSGO gaming client. It should look like this because we're all perfect right now. We have those 3 points. Just make sure everything is correct, guys. You have no issues, and we should be set to start the major tomorrow. But as always, hope you guys all enjoy. If you missed it as well, we broke 20,000 subscribers. I have a giveaway now down below, a $200 giveaway for all of you guys to enter, of course, for free. Anyways, that was a mouthful. I hope you guys all enjoy. My name is Jake. Major day resumes tomorrow. I will see you all back here hopefully sometime soon. More CSGO news, and until then, okay, bye.